some WD-40. Hey, what's up, my peeps? Can you hear me? Hey, what's up, my peeps? Bienvenidos, mi gente, to another titillating discourse of the Orti with me, Julian Melendez, on this podcast. We got a new direction right here. Now I can't see myself, so it's kind of getting used to, but I'll get used to it just like, this show and the podcast. Just like in everything in life, you got to get used to it, Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But welcome to this, discourse of the Orti. Those that know the Orti, it's all good, positive information and knowledge in this game of life. Like the intro says, it's Halloween weekend. It's a Halloween week, I wish I had some scary stuff to tell you guys, about life, but I think everybody experienced it already, the scary stuff. A little, I should have did a little montage on that, on, Halloween, so scary stuff on life, but, man, that just came up right now. I should have did that, but, like I said, we live and learn. I'm just going with the flow with this, and you guys also. You guys are with me too. What the hell? Damn. I don't know who's that. But before we go into the discourse of this show, I'm gonna try something new for the Orti. I always talk about knowledge and wise quotes and whatnot. So I thought I'd do something like that. Before every show, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do a wise quote and kind of narrate it into our daily life, or maybe an experience that you came across or witnessed. And like I said, this is new, the Orti, and I'm trying to come up with good ideas. But hey, I need your feedback too. Send me a message, a DM, whatever, on quotes, books that you guys read that changed your guys' lives, experiences that maybe somebody on here will listen, or later down the line will listen. And then that would change their life, like me. I received a lot of information, and it comes to me. So I think this door was open for me to, channel it out to you guys, And so, yeah, if you guys want to know the phone number also, just send it on the message here live, and I'll put it up. If you guys want the number, just ask for it. I'll put it up right there, and you guys can call in, message, anything, man. Anything about the show, anything about these books. These are my books on Amazon right now. Support them, man. Support your people right here. This is gonna be a good thing. I even have a bundle of them, so if you guys want a bundle of them, like the four of them, I'll sell them for a discount of $40 plus my autograph, signature, whatever, to you personalized. Let me know. Hit me up on the comments, and I'll get them out to you, or we'll work some way out on how to get them to you. Like I said, I got a big old bundle of them. This great book, great dark fantasy book. It is, I'm telling you, I sent some to my brother already, who's in the county jail right now, and once he finished them, I was tripping out because he finished them quick, and like in a day or two, and it's been a hit in there. So man, if you like that fantasy, dark fantasy, action, passion, detail, raw, love, hate, Everything, man, is in these books right here. This 4-book series is really good, of factions and power, greed, everything, man. I put my whole 15 years into these books right here, so check them out. Either go on Amazon, they're on there. Julian Melendez, Rabia, they'll pull up on Amazon. Or like I said, I got a bundle of them, and you get them discount from me and personalized. So that's the little intro right there to my books. So like I was saying, yeah, I think we should start the Orti. Because those that are following me on Facebook, the Orti on Facebook, I always put a wise quote of the day. And every day I've been putting a wise quote, and getting feedback on it. So I thought, why not just start the show every Monday with a wise quote? I have plenty of quotes, that are written down and during my time in incarceration. And sorry about that. So yeah, I written down a lot, but and I could say a lot of them, but sometimes you gotta wait till one of them calls out to you. One of them, and this one called out to me during the weekend. I think this one could relate to all of us. It's a good quote. It's just good. So bear with me. I'll say the quote, and I'll kind of try to narrate it, kind of mesh it into our daily life. But this is a wise quote from Machiavelli, and Niccolo Machiavelli was a philosopher back in his days, and he would talk to kings about how to rule. So this is by him. So he says, in life, you have to be like the fox and the lion. In life, you have to be like the fox and the lion. And he breaks it down like this. You have to be like the fox to be smart enough to recognize traps. Because those that know about foxes, they're real cunning. They could smell a trap from miles away. And I did my little facts check on this. So yeah, so you gotta be like the fox to be smart enough to recognize traps. And you have to be like the lion to be strong enough to scare away the wolves. And wolves could be unlucky, the unhappy, everything I discuss on this program, about avoiding the unlucky, the unhappy, the ugliness, of people. We all know them. And that's how you got to live life. That's how you got to, and then he says, be like the fox and lion, and no one will ever beat you. You'll recognize, you're like the fox, you'll recognize traps. You'll recognize scheming, you'll recognize people trying to scheme on you, seduce you, try to use these cunning words to get whatever they need from you. You got to be like the fox to recognize that, but like the lion too, to be strong enough to avoid the wolves, scare them away. So when you have those two combined, you're unstoppable, man. Live life like that, approach life, approach people like that. I mean, but not family members and all that, but like people who just all of a sudden come into your life, or just, you gotta, anybody who comes in your life, you gotta kind of dissect them. You gotta know what they're about. Dissect them, man. You don't know what they have, or you don't know what they have in their mind. So be like the fox and the lion. So that's the wise quote of today, of this Monday Orti. And we're going to do it like that, you know. We're going to do it like that. Every Monday I'll start off with a nice wise quote. If you guys, like I said, the lines are open, the comments are open. Hit me up. Say anything about the books, anything. Like last time we talked about I was dissecting the 48 laws of power, and someone sent me a message saying like that they could relate to something about having power, and how if you have power, how you can influence a lot of people, and it's true. And they use the football analogy of it. They use like Patrick Mahomes analogy. Like, I don't know if you guys don't know who Patrick Mahomes is. He's a quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, and he's getting that reputation where all he has to do is like this, and he gets a flag. Like the rest will throw a flag on his behalf. He's getting that much power, and it's true. And that person used that good analogy right there, you know, and it's true. Once you got power, you got influence. So yeah, man, just hit me up. Anything, messages, or you guys want to call in, I'll just let me know right here, and I'll put it up on the messages. So that's the wise quote. Be like the fox and lion. All right. So last time I think we got to number. I think it's, let's see, keep others is suspended. Okay, yeah, we got to 17. But I thought I'd just pick out good ones that are gonna really relate to our daily life. Like I said, there's a lot of them in here. All these 48 laws. If you start reading them, you gotta apply them in some kind of way, or you gotta relate, or you gotta experience them in some kind of way, or you already did, you know. But I'm gonna pick out the good ones that kind of relate to us, and I think relate to our modern life, you know, the people we come across, and we'll go from there, you know. So yeah, this one's the 48 Laws, like I said, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. Great book, man. Great knowledge book. Just gives you the skills, the tools in life to not be deceived, to not be persuaded, to not be made a fool. Is just, I always say that besides the Bible, this one's a really good one for me, you know, because the Bible also, those that haven't read the Bible, it has so much good wisdom in there also, you know. Yeah, but this one right here, this one's good. This one's really good, and I know a lot of people relate to it, like, you know, avoid the infection, avoid the unhappy and lucky. You gotta avoid that. That's your reputation. You know, that's your cornerstone. That's key in life, your reputation. It just breaks it down. How do you take care of it? How do you increase the power in it, you know? And once you build that character, you're building that lion character. What I said right now on the quote, you got to be like the lion. This is how you build your lion right here, by having knowledge of a person, you know, or something trying to interfere with your energy. This is how you build your lion right here. You know, don't be fooled, man. Everybody out there scheming. Everybody, stores are scheming. Everything, man. You know, everything. So yeah, before I go into it, let's MT Radio, man. Just look into it on Facebook. Share it, like it on YouTube, TikTok, everything, man. It's everywhere, man. And it's not just me. It's other podcasts talks about. I always say this about all kinds of stuff, everything in life, even chismes, everything, man. Entertainment, good entertainment, man. Just like right here, just trying to give you good entertainment, good knowledge, a place where you can learn and apply it to your life or to your daily walk of life, And with that, we'll get into it. So, I think the last one. Okay, so it was 15. So here's another one I like. So this is Law 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. And I'm going to break it down. Okay, like, say you have a house. I'll use a couple examples. So say you have a house and it don't have no fence, it don't have nothing. Robbers are going to come by and they're probably going to think there ain't really nothing in there, But they come by a house that has gated cameras and whatnot. Looks like a little fortress. They know there's something valuable there. They know behind those walls there's something valuable there. So they're gonna try to get in that one. They're not trying to get in the one that don't have a fence and it's all open. They're probably like, there probably ain't nothing in there. So that's what they mean. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Now I ain't saying don't build a wall around your house or not, a fence and whatnot. They do what you got to do. But I'm just saying that's good knowledge to know. That sometimes you don't have to show too much around your house. Don't show too much because that's gonna be bait. That's like bait to these thieves, and these thieves that are getting more advanced. Also, they're doing their homework too. The way you're doing your homework on your safety and secureness, they're doing their homework on how to get in there, how to interfere, how to rob, how to, I mean, you be seeing all these also telemarketers calling you and whatnot. I get them all the time. They almost got me the other time. They called me and I started like downloading an app, and I was like, why am I downloading an app? And I started reading it. Next thing you know, the app it's an app. Pretty much I'm giving them it's like a camera for them to see everything I have on my phone, But they were just using good information. Like they knew where I lived and everything. And they're getting real advanced and smart. Lucky I said, nah, I'm cool, man. But I got close. Yeah. And not too long ago, I was at the gym. And a car pulls up. Man. A nice SUV, man, of the year. And it pulls up, and there's a man, and his son was on the passenger, and his wife in the back, and his daughter's in the back seat too. And he rolled down the window, and it was like a foreign guy. And like, hey, buddy, I lost my wallet. I ain't got no money. I need gas. I need gas. Me and my family. He's pointing at his family and whatnot. And I mean, I'm like, yeah, man. Like I have a heart. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, Sorry about that. I was like, yeah, man. I could do that. I mean, he was even like, he took off his big old gold ring, and he's like, hey, you could have this. I just need and I go, well, you have, I go, I only have card. And he goes, oh no, I need cash. And I was like, I don't know, man. What's the difference? And I don't know, I need cash. I need like 300. You look. He's handing me his ring and whatnot. And it was heavy. I was like, wow, shit's heavy. And I mean, I'm seeing the family, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, should be real. Why would this guy be faking it with all his family? And his wife got in like, yeah, sorry, please, you know. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go to the ATM over here. So I'm driving, and in that moment, I call someone. I call someone special, like someone trustworthy. And I tell them the situation. I'm on my way. What do you think about it? No, don't do it. Have you been seeing on TikTok all this shit, this and that? I'm like, what? Are you serious? They go, yes, they're scammers, you know? They use their family. They use everything, you know? They'll make it sound good. And I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious? I'm like, they have a family. They have their kids and whatnot. And they're like, no, they're scammers. Sent me a TikTok link. I looked at it. I'm like, oh my God, damn. They said it exactly. They use a modern, a new car, and they try to offer their gold chains, but really it ain't gold chains. It ain't real gold. It's brass. And brass is heavy. So you'll get confused. Brass is heavy. You know? You think it's like gold, like damn. Because when I felt that, I was like, oh man, I could get at least 1,000 right now if I go to a pawn shop. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come up like $700. I'll give them 300. Go pawn this, but it's brass. They use brass. It's all brass metal. It's and it's coated, but you don't know because you're just boom boom doing the exchange. So I was like, are you serious? They're like, yeah. So I stopped before I got to the ATM. I stopped and I got off and I went over there and I go, hey, so there's a pawn shop not too far. I could take you there, you know, and right there you could exchange this ring for like, you know, more than you asked. And he started changing the subject. Oh, well, no, this and that. I don't got that much gas. And then he started switching it up. I go, they ain't that far, you know. And I was like, so yeah, they were scamming. They were trying to be scammers, man. And that's what I'm saying. Look how advanced they got. They were using their kids. You know, they were using their kids. That's why you gotta be. And look at, I'm over here praising, try to be strong, telling you guys, hey, how to see, you know, conniving people, how to recognize motives, and I didn't even recognize it. You know, the teacher was gonna get schooled. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, because I know this don't mean I can't get duped. I could still get duped. You know, you it's because the people are getting advanced out there, and and sometimes they hit you where it's gonna hit you, where it's gonna affect you, where it's gonna motivate you, where it's gonna that it can be what they're doing, you know, because they're using kids and they hit your heart, you know, and those that have a heart be like, oh my God, you know, it's kids in here, you know, I don't want them to be stranded, but hey, sadly to say, man, they have a motive. All of them are in it. All of them are in it. It's a motive, man. And it's funny that I praise all this and telling you guys all this, but I was the ones I was gonna get schooled. And then the person that told me, you know, she didn't know nothing about this. You know, she sees my thing and she's like, she ain't tripping on it, but she recognized it. You know, that's why I'm saying, like, you can, just because I speak about it don't mean I can't get duped. Anybody can get duped, but it's good to know information like this. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. And he uses a good, on this law, which is Law 18, he uses a good example in pretty much narrating this law. That's what I like about this, about Robert Greene, how he writes it. You know, he'll tell you his opinion, like his law, and he'll give you an example of it, but he'll also give you a reference. So reference, a foundation, saying, okay, like saying, if you don't believe me, well, here's the reference why this law is real. And the the reference he uses on this is about and it could carry into a reputation too. So a quick story, how he uses the example, and back in, man, I think the 1800s in China, there was a fearless general, and everybody knew about this fearless general. He was strong. He was dangerous. That's what his reputation was known for. And they, so he lost his army. He was, after a while he was losing. But he was still alive. So he was in a town. They knew he was in a town. So these other generals go to the town where he's at. And they see him. He's standing on top of a rooftop, right there, right in clear open. No walls, no nothing. It's just all in the open, and he's just standing on the rooftop by himself, nobody else. And here comes all this whole army that are trying to get him. A big army, probably over 1,000 troops, and it's just one. He's standing right there, all in the open, visible. And the generals see that, and they stop. Like, they're looking at him like, wait, why is this fearless, this dangerous general by himself, and just standing in the open, not hiding, or not behind his army, which he didn't have, but they didn't know. They didn't know he didn't have an army. So these generals were like, nah, this is a trap. He wants us to go in so he can trap us, kill us, whatever, ambush us. Cause it was hard for them to believe that he would just be alone. A strong general like that would be just alone. They were like, nah, this guy, he's up to something. He wants us to come in because his reputation. So they backed up. They left. And they didn't capture him. That's reputation right there, And he didn't even have nothing. It was just him and like maybe 20 soldiers. And he ended up escaping. But look how strong mental game right there. That's why they say, like, in war, it's like 90% mental. It's 90% mental. Just like in losing weight. It's 90% dieting, mental. Exercise is maybe 10%. It's the dieting, it's the mental discipline. What you eat, what type of foods you eat. That's mental, man, mental strategy. And that's why I try to flourish, try to generate towards you guys, just mental strategy, Like I just told you an example that I almost got scammed, $300, $400, and I would have had a brass ring. I probably would have took it too. Damn, if that person never would have called, or I would have not called that person, I would have been $400 short, and I would have probably went to the pawn shop and looked like an idiot, and then I would have seen on TikTok all these being scammed. Be careful out there, man. You ever see that? Just a warning. You ever see that? A little modern SUV of the year kind of cars, or with the family, foreign people, and when I mean by foreign, I don't want to be racist about it, but foreign, it means out of the country kind of people, you know what I mean? And I mean the eastern side, Don't get fooled, man. You see the just work with your instincts. Just be like, okay, why are they just want cash? If do you have Zelle? You can Zelle me. I'll put cash. If they don't have none of that, like, come on. And if they still have their phone and whatnot right there, like, come on. We all know you can do everything off your phone. You got Apple Pay. You got everything. This guy is rolling, and you you're struggling for 300. Come on. So just be aware, man. Be vigilant. Like, you gotta be the fox, like that. I wasn't the fox that day. I wasn't. I was bait. I wasn't even the lion because I didn't even scare him away. You know, you gotta be like the fox. If I was the fox, I would have recognized that shit. You know. So that's why you gotta be like the fox. Recognize it, man. You know, ask questions. You know, ain't nothing wrong with asking questions. And this how you build your line right here, by mental strategy. Yeah. So do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. And another one too, Law 19. Know who you are dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. Damn, that's like common sense. That's common sense. Don't know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. I mean, that's self-explanatory. When you're dealing with somebody, either in, you know, if he has power, I mean, how are you going to offend that person? And I use that example about your boss, you know, or your boss, and you offend your boss in front of his boss. Yeah. Know who you're dealing with. Know your position. Know your position. It doesn't mean just stay quiet. Build yourself. Strengthen yourself. When that time comes, then you could kind of flourish it. You know, you can use all those tools, all that knowledge you've been suppressing. Boom. But until then, you got to know who you're dealing with. You got to know your position. It's sometimes difficult. You got to bite your tongue, but you have to. You got to know your position. You know, somebody's threatened by you because you don't know your position and you're trying to overstep that person. There it is right there. Know who you are dealing with. You know, that guy's going to have more power than you, and pretty much, you know, you got to be for sure not to, you ain't going to excel. He's going to make sure of that. He or she's going to make sure of that. They ain't going to want you to take their position. Are you going to make them look like a fool? Oh, believe me, they're going to have the last laugh. So know your position, man. Just receive that knowledge, hold that knowledge, write it down. So when the time comes, and believe me, your time will come, and just put it all down. Even if you have to give tell your boss in a good way. If he's struggling, hey, look, here, give and let him take credit for it. That's fine, as long as you're getting in your good graces. You know, that's a step up. You know, but don't overstep it. If it's not, you know, and don't how do you say it? Don't face them off. Don't front them off. Don't front. Know your position. All right. So the next one was, I think we did this one. Do not commit to anyone. Okay. So another one was Law 25. Recreate yourself. You got to recreate yourself. I like this one. I think we could all relate to recreate yourself. Whenever, like if you want to advance, or if you want, you know, if you've been hurt, or you've been betrayed or something, recreate yourself, man. Recreate yourself to someone better. Doing that, you gotta let that person know that they didn't affect you, and they affected your old self. You know, recreate yourself to something better. Whenever you get betrayed, whenever you get cheated on, whenever you get downgraded from your job, anything like that, man, don't let them paint you. Don't let them keep you down on your dirt. Recreate yourself, man. Recreate yourself to something better, man. You know, where they're gonna miss out. Believe me, in the end, you gotta excel, and they're gonna be the one that lost. But you gotta believe it within yourself. You gotta believe that you're better, that they did you the favor, that they did you the favor of downgrading you or whatever, betraying you. And that's the universe. I praise that too. That it's the universe telling you, don't think whatever you did affected the decision they made on you. No, that's the universe that took that bad shit from you. That's how you got to see it. Whenever something happens like that, you know, a betrayal, an adulterer, a cheater, anything, downgraded from your job, fired from your job for nothing. Think of it as your universe, man, telling you, like, you know what, this ain't for you. That person wasn't for you. You know, that relationship wasn't for you. And that's how you got to see it. Don't. And recreate yourself. Okay, I gotta find what the universe has for me, what my purpose in life is. That's what it means by recreate yourself, man. Recreate yourself in a way where you're gonna be glowing with a smile on your face. You know, ain't nothing better than ain't a better revenge better than someone doing good, smiling, living a happy life, you know. Believe me, I've been on that other side where I thought, you know, I thought I was cool. I was happy that I was leaving that person miserable, but nah, man. Next thing you know, you see them and they're happy. They're living life. Damn. That, believe me, I've been on that side. I think everybody's been on that side when they see a person that they were with or whatever, you know, happy and whatnot, not even sweating you. That's how you got to be. Recreate yourself, man. And leave the whole, whoever they affected, that's the old person they affected, not you, not the new. That's a good one too. That's law 25. Recreate yourself. Man, I'm telling you, man, all these are good, man. But this one's probably one of my good ones right here, man. Law 28. Interaction with bonus. Interaction with bonus, man. This one talks to me a lot because it's everything I did with my books, you know. I could have not published them. I could have just left them there and not did nothing. But no, once you get dedicated to something, go with it with bonus, man. With all your strength, with dedication. Who cares, man? Who cares if you lose, man, or you think you lose? You know, you did it. You did something. And nobody can say nothing bad about that. You did something. You tried. You attempted something out of the ordinary, man. That's hard to do. A lot of people are scared of that. Scared to enter things into bonus. Enter actions with bonus. They enter actions tiptoeing. They don't enter it full force with bonus, with belief, with strength, with finances, even if it takes money. Do it, man. If you believe it, do it, man. Go in the red. If you gotta go in the red, if you gotta, you know, go in depth, whatever, man. If you strongly believe in your product, man, in whatever you're entering, do it, man. Do it with bonus, with strength, determination, man. That's how I entered my books, man, and with bonus. And I'm still going, and I'm still believing. And I'm gonna believe. And it's gonna happen. You can't just falter in the first sign of an obstacle, of a hardship. You can't falter. You go, oh, that's it, I'm done, I quit. You know, what kind of shit is that, man? You know, I could quit right now. Like, oh, I ain't getting the sales that I'm getting. No, I ain't quitting. Sometimes it takes time. Sometimes you gotta keep on. You know, Rome wasn't built in one day. All these celebrities, all these rich people, and I keep bringing up that guy who invented Nike. You know, read his book. It's a good biography, and it's gonna encourage you to follow your dream. He didn't have success at first. He was in debt. It was bad. And that just gives you more strength. You know, you can't. Sometimes you get frustrated because we're so eager, man. Nowadays, these modern times, man, we're so eager for fast results, man. We want everything fast. Just like, and that's the fault of technology, man. Making it easy for us for everything, man. Everything's in our fingertips, man. You don't even have to go to the store no more. That's how crazy it is, man. Now they have these Ray-Bans with, now you can take pictures or something like that, cameras, phone, everything, bro. That's, you know, so we want those fast results. The same, it's giving it to us, like, so it's spoiling us. Technology is spoiling us, so we want fast results. You know, and we falter when the first sign of a bump on the road, of an obstacle, we falter. Oh, I'm scared. No, I knew it wasn't gonna work. Instead of like, let's go. You know, like the quote from Winston Churchill. Those that don't know, he was the president for British, or prime minister. I'm sorry, prime minister in British during the World War II. He said, when you're going through hell, you keep going. You keep going. You keep walking through hell, man. You know, if you're going through hell, keep going through hell. And that's how you gotta be. You can't falter over little bumps on the road. I always use optimistic too. I always be optimism. You know, optimism as a good resource to encourage me. Like when I'm feeling down, I'm like, man, there's people in worse positions as me, and there's someone worser in that person's position, and so on and so on. It's gonna keep going like that. And once you see like that, you see your problem ain't as bad as you put too much stress on. You know. So interaction with boldness, man, with all your strength. You know, tunnel vision, man. Tunnel vision. Just block everything around you, man. Just tunnel vision to your dream, your action. So that's law 28. Okay, the other one, like I said, I'm just picking out because there's 48, man. If I do that, I'm gonna have like 3 sessions on nothing but this. So I'm just picking out the good ones that kind of relate to us, man, and hopefully it relates to you, and you can apply it to your life, or resonate it to somebody who needs it, or maybe you might say it to somebody, and they're gonna need that boost, that knowledge you give them. All right, so here's another one that I think it's gonna be good to our daily life, walks of life. Okay, here it is. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing as interaction with bonus. So I just want to keep kind of stressing that out. So this law is plan all the way to the end. Plan all the way to the end. planet, man. And I talk about the book, The Secret, here. Those that haven't read it, that's a good one also. It talks about the law of attraction. What you speak and what you act and what you exercise into the universe, it's gonna come to you. Now, don't say, "Oh, I believe in I'm gonna be a millionaire. I believe I'm gonna have $1 million." Nah, it don't work like that, man. You know, it don't. It just don't. You know, you saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire," but yet you're still sitting at home, not doing nothing. Nah, it don't work like that, man. The universe goes by the law of attraction, by your energy, man. What you give it, what you give the universe, what you're giving, what kind of energy you're giving the universe. And if it's positive, and if it's believable, and if it's gonna return the favor. The Secret, read it. It's really good, by Barbara something. There's a discourse. There's a podcast I did on that whole book. I might do it again. I've been getting a lot of people who've been asking about that book, The Secret. It's really good. You can't get, like, I could keep on going over and over it and come up with something new with that, because that's how good that book is. And it got the Oprah stamp, so if Oprah gave it that golden star, you know, that's good. You know, look how successful she is. You know, all these rich people, influencers, everything, they resort to that book. It's just, you know, how to give into the universe, and it'll return. And you gotta act on it. So you say, act, and exercise. You gotta act on it, man. You gotta put into the universe. Whatever you're working, I'm putting into it. Now I gotta act. Now the third step is exercise. You know, the first is thought. You gotta think your goal. You gotta think. You know, like I already think. I'm already thinking. I already know how it's gonna come out. My books. It's gonna be first Netflix, or Netflix, Hulu, one of those series. Because there's so much information that I can't put. It won't fit in a 2-hour movie, and I wouldn't even want it in a 2-hour movie. I wouldn't want my books in a 2-hour movie. It's too much information. I already see it. It's gonna be one of those shows, you know, one of those Netflix, Hulu, one of those Max, you know, because there's so much information. I want people to see. Boom, boom, detail, the history. So it's going to go bam, 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 probably 4 seasons, bam. And then I got the last book. The 5th one, the final one, which is already written, but I'm going to just hold on to it until all this catches buzz. And the 5th one, I'll put up on the theater. Because everybody's already going to know. Bam, bam, bam. Get everybody in suspense. And next thing you know, put it up on the theater. The only way you're gonna be able to see it is on the theater. That's what I'm speaking into the universe. I already know what actors I want playing some characters. You know, I even came up with once. I remember having a dream once, and I was in the office. I was at a meeting, and I had these directors, these producers, these big-time Hollywood producers telling me, hey, and they told me, and, you know, dreams, those seem real. And I'm sitting across the desk, and they just flip over a contract. They're like, hey, look, sign this. You'll get $3 million. We'll give you $3 million for your whole book series. They, you know, on the dream, they were telling me here, $3 million for your whole book series. You know. And what did I say? I said, nah. I said no. In my dream, I said no. And I hope I could do that right now, not just in my dream, because I strongly believe it's going to be way worth more than $3 million, man. Way worth. You know, and I ain't giving up all my rights on my creation for $3 million. I ain't selling my soul like that, you know. So that's how I'm looking into the universe. That's how I'm putting the thought, and then I'm planning it. Here's the plan. Boom, putting it out. Now you got to exercise it. Exercises is by believing that it already occurred and using actions for it. Example for that is, say you're at your house and you need a new washing machine. Make space. Believe that you're gonna have a new washing machine, and how you do it, you exercise it. You make space for it. Oh, it's gonna go right here. It's gonna go right here in this corner. Let me make room for it already. That's it. That's exercising it right there. That's putting on exercise into your law of attraction right there. Now it's hard to think about it. It's easy. Yeah, it's easier said than done. But I mean, why think about it like that? Do it, man. Why these successful people that were like us, successful, and they applied these same elements in life, these same rules in life, and they became successful, and they're letting you know how they did it. But we're still in unbelief. Yeah. We're still in unbelief of it. You can't, man. You gotta believe it, man. Believe in within yourself. Don't downgrade yourself. Recreate yourself. Believe in yourself, man. They did it, and they were just like us. Same thing, man. I always use this, man. They bleed red. They got the same functions as us. Why not? Why can't we do that? Why can't we have that successfulness? Why? Because our mental. We ain't applying ourselves. We ain't believing. We ain't entering actions with boldness, man. That's why. Why? Because we're seeing things around that are discouraging us. We're seeing the mundane. We're comforting our little situation. Oh, we're fine. We're comfort. When knowing your goals and dreams are bigger. You got it. You got to enter it. You got to enter action with boldness, man. You got to be strong. You got to be committed. Dedicated. You're not exempt from it. They did it. Many rags to riches stories out there that I read. And they did it. They did it themselves. And they tell you in their books how they did it. And they're giving you the book. They're telling you, look, yes, I was once broken. Once I was in debt. But I kept on, and now look where I'm at. And you could see it in them. I mean, they're showing you, they're telling you, and you know about it. So what's unbelievable about that? If you don't believe in me, believe in other people, successful people. Believe in successful people, how they did it. And you'll see it. So, damn, that hour went quick, man. But thanks again, man. Thanks again for joining me on this Orti. Appreciate it, man, a lot. Like I said, man, just try to keep this little optimism going, man. Think about it, man. Interactions with bonus, recreate yourself. Be committed in your plan. And also, like I said, be the fox. Like my quote, the quote I came out with. Be the fox to see the traps, to recognize traps. And be the lion to scare the wolves away. And once you master that, you're gonna be unbeaten, man. And this how you get the lion, and by the fox, by recognizing schemes. So again, man, thank you again. Like I said, I got my books right here. I have a whole bundle of them. Hit me up on the DM or whatever, and I could send you personalized ones. I got a good discount on them if you don't want to go through Amazon. But if you want to go through Amazon, they're on Amazon. Just look up my name, Julian Melendez, Rabia, and they're there. Barnes & Noble, they're in every kind of platform. But if you want personalized, just hit me up, man. And I'm on the Orti. Go on, follow on the Orti on Facebook. Follow. I'll be putting more information on there, on Instagram, on TikTok. The Orti's on there, man. Follow, man. Support the Orti, man. Support me. Support the MT Radio. Just, let's get this. I'll never forget, man. I'll keep on trying to help you guys, help you, and you guys help me, and sharpen each other up, man. Until then, until next Monday, man. Be blessed, and I'll see you guys soon.
En el trabajo, en la casa.
Siempre la oigo en el trabajo, en la casa, cuando me voy al trabajo.
En la mañana me alegra
Somos la
el día.
única radio por internet que toca lo que quieres escuchar.